Well, the title of the speech, which was very gracious and very generous, is that I'm going to be speaking about courage. The overarching theme of my life is that what seemed like a disadvantage turned out to be an advantage. I had polio when I was 18 months old, and I was forced to cope with a highly problematic childhood when I couldn't do the things that children are supposed to do, like walk and play and skip and run. As a result, I learned all kinds of strategies that wound up being much more important in my life. From my earliest memories sitting with adults and listening to their adult conversation, it honed my communication skills, since if I wanted to be heard, I had to learn their language. I was told at 6 that I was going to the hospital. In 1949, they didn't prepare children for that experience, and from those adult conversations, I had heard that when you went to the hospital, you went to die. And so I thought they were taking me there to die. At 6, there is no grief for a life not lived, and since I was always different from everyone I knew, I wasn't worried, nor was I frightened. I gave my brother all of my toys, and I said goodbye to people with a finality that they could not know. When I woke up after surgery, I thought they made a mistake. But in my emerging consciousness, I knew that I had a second chance. And as a result, everyone in my life gets a second chance. When my mother would get me settled in a chair where I might be for a few hours, I mentally ran through all of the things that I needed or wanted to have nearby: a book, crayons and paper, sewing, playing cards. That visualization and mental checklist training was invaluable, since in all the years I have done cooking demonstrations, I have never forgotten even a spoon. When I reclaimed some of my mobility, I learned very quickly that if my friend said, "Oh, let's go to the park," and took off, I was left behind. But if I became the organizer and said, "Let's meet at the park after lunch," then I could start early and be there when they arrived. Can I mobilize armies? You bet. As I get ready to close my restaurant and retire after 33 years of feeding most of Chicago, I see myself as part of the old guard, upholding the standard of excellence, hospitality, tradition, and consistency. As I stand here, I find myself in the midst of the new and innovative. And I have no doubt that what we do and say here today will become the new standard by which all other gatherings of brilliant and creative souls are judged. Thank you.